and red hair across, thank you for the super chats. Can you squat without your knees exploding? I could do it, but it might make a noise. It may perhaps make a noise, which I don't know if you count it making a noise as it exploding. I probably could do it. Hang on, let's just do a squat. Ah, no noise. No noise. Did a full squat, no noise. What is my squat max? I can't remember. I cannot recall. I cannot do anything anymore. I'm younger than Erina based on her knees. I imagine it's just because maybe, I don't know about Erina. This is a little bit of a presumptuous to say. I'm guessing Erina doesn't do any exercise, like ever. Maybe. Because I believe Erina is quite young. I don't know if Erina exercises. Because if you don't exercise, then yeah, that's gonna have a happen. Your knees will do that. But if you exercise too much, then also your knees do it. So I don't know. You gotta grease those knees. You gotta pop the air out of your knees. Did you see that Generation Alpha is nostalgic for 2012? Did you guys see that? That's funny though. That's when Far Cry 3 came out. I mean, a lot of good video games came out in 2012. Probably the most important one for me was Guild Wars 2. Because I put like 10,000 hours of some shit into that game. For a lot of people, it's seen as the last time they were happy. Because they were younger and weren't burdened by society and modernity and all sorts. There's also a lot of nostalgia going around for sort of hipster culture as well. Like the carefree world in which 2012 existed, in which like there's the hipster movements, well not movement, but hipster sort of fashion and all that jazz. But I guess we weren't also attached to our phones as much, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, I don't even know if I had a smartphone in 2012. So like, we weren't just like involved in some sort of eternally online content mill, and we weren't like all having to worry about a digital footprint. And also you could go out to, like, Tinder and other apps hadn't like destroyed the social fabric of society as much as they have nowadays. So like you could just go out to like bars and meet people. I mean, you still can, but back then you weren't really worried about like, I don't know, Instagram. I'm on a Doom arc. No, you're misreading everything that I'm saying. I'm talking about reasons as to why people would be nostalgic about 2012. That's not me saying that I'm doomering right now. At least for me, that like meeting up with people just wasn't a thing that happened in the last, I don't know, 10 years as much as it did the previous 10 years, right? They got rid of second spaces, yeah. Lamenting about social media destroying the fabric of society. Yeah, but that's also happened. So, like, that's already happened. It is just also not being constantly filmed for likes. Yes, like the TikTokification of social media, and I guess everyone always trying to be like content creators. There's also just, it is a thing in life that people tend to be nostalgic for when they were early adults, so say between the ages of 21 to 25, right? People tend to reminisce over that time period in their life a lot. But then, you know, later generations come along and they, I wouldn't say venerate it, but they get, I guess, jealous because they see all the faults of their current age and they see the idealized version of the past. Case in point, my generation with the hippies and the 80s. And the generation before that as well, to be honest. COVID-19 caused all of this. I wouldn't say COVID caused it. I think the big catalyst for a lot of how social media and everything has kind of changed, I wouldn't say it was COVID. I would say 2016, I think, is like the year. Like, obviously when Harambe was killed was then when it really, really sort of took off. I think a lot of people who, you know, probably grow up nowadays, it's one of those interesting things where when they think of the past that they didn't get to experience because they were either too young or simply weren't alive for, they are probably going to be reminiscing about how, I don't know, maybe carefree or idealistic 2012 was. I don't know. I think for me, personally, I was quite affected by certain political events that happened in 2016 from a citizenship standpoint that made things a bit strange. I don't know. I also feel like the internet has just over time gotten more miserable as well, right? And like, this is me kind of having the same sort of nostalgia as well, except I also lived through it. But like, I feel like the internet, for the most part, nowadays is a lot more miserable because it has been centralized into basically the same sort of channels that now we are all kind of just stuck on. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, TikTok. Facebook is dying hard? Yes, I know, but I'm just trying to I was just trying to come up with like the various different platforms in which people have sort of just like centralized around, right? It's kind of like EU5, sorry. That like back in the old days of, I say the old days, but you know, the internet forum no longer really exists. Discord, I guess, is also, I guess, part of the problem. But I don't know, it was, I don't know, nice to be able to just like explore the internet easily and have access to all these different platforms and forums, and you could talk to people and you could hang out and socialize. I will say Reddit killed the web forum, and I don't like that. I'm very sad about that. I also don't know why you think I like Reddit so much, aside from the fact that I have admitted that I have used it. I feel like also video games have fallen into the same trap in that like you no longer have dedicated servers in video games anymore. Those are kind of a thing of the past. A lot of servers are now just like quick matchmaking, like Battlefield, for example. We even had it in Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 when I was playing it on stream, that people were like, oh, look, it's Clio. Those communities don't really exist anymore online in terms of like servers and structure, and I don't know, like clan servers aren't a thing, really. You have to go to, I guess, different genres of games for that. Or maybe like more niche gaming. But like the mainstream games don't really have that anymore. They have dedicated servers, no one uses them. The main draw of Battlefield Portal was, one, it had cool modes that you could make, and two, progression still carried over in the cool modes that you could make. And then guess what? People started using the custom modes for Battlefield Portal to farm achievements, and very quickly they killed it. So now you can't get any progression in Battlefield Portal, and gamers have a goopy gamer brain, including myself, and they hear, oh, no progression? Okay, I'm not playing anymore. So yeah, because gamers nowadays have been so trained by developers with the carrot on the stick in front of them that you always need to be playing a game to have, like, there needs to be a treadmill, there needs to be things to earn, to grind for. Otherwise, why play a game? Oh wait, for fun? No, that can't be right. It is incredibly weird that, like, we have all been conditioned to want to only really feel satisfied with playing a game if we have goals to earn, right? Can you type in chat the last time you played a game that didn't have a system like that is multiplayer? Because I think it kind of has to be a multiplayer game that doesn't have a carrot on a stick. Okay, everyone's saying today. I guess I played EU5 last night, so that was mine. But Dota has it. Fair enough. Minecraft? Yeah, I guess Minecraft counts. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I guess it needs to, it's basically just like mainstream games. There's still a lot of games that don't do that, but a lot of games also do that. This is the post that I saw on Twitter. And it could be just like one tweet about one TikTok, but yeah. How it feels growing up watching millennials in their optimistic hipster era and wanting the same lifestyle. This is the sort of vibes that they're sort of presenting. A lot of dark academia, almost, in terms of that. Well, that's also just regular hipster fashion, I guess. But there you go. That's the sort of vibe that the TikToks are referencing in regards to 2012 being awesome. You're much happier as an adult today than when you were back then? It depends on how your childhood went. Yes. TikTok's awful. I mean, I can see why people who are young nowadays, I mean, people have always had nostalgia for a time period that they've never lived in. Like, otherwise, why would people speak about, like, the 70s and 80s in the 90s so reverently, right? Grass is always greener. Yeah, exactly. Grass is always greener. Hipsters were depressed a lot. I mean, also, like, hipster culture just kind of got subsumed into just a general culture as well. And also, like, was it really a movement or culture in the first place? It was just kind of, like, acting pretentiously, basically. Like, I don't know. It wasn't really... Like, now that I think about what being a hipster was, it was just kind of being pretentious. And, I don't know. There are no hipsters anymore. No, not really. It just got absorbed by society. Define a hipster? I'm probably gonna need a Merriam-Webster hipster definition. A person who follows the latest trends and fashions in clothing and lifestyle, especially those as regarded as being outside the cultural mainstream, is apparently the Oxford Dictionary definition of hipster. So yeah, it was definitely the outside of mainstream, the cultural mainstream, but now I guess it kind of got subsumed by the mainstream. The $20 avocado toast with $15 coffee hipster vibe became normal. Yeah, that's because of the economy, though. That was just the economy, right? Cafes in America are super performative with baristas making coffee in the round in center stage of the cafe with the tiny seats for the customers around them. That sounds like something that you've read online from like someone trying to engagement bait an outrage farm. I don't know. Oh, hello, Arbal the Undefeated. What? He's at war with everyone.